Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Drunken Rant Uncensored. I'm Liam.
And I'm Olivia.
All right, so you guys already know what's up. Syria. Shit's hit the fan.
Oh, it's hit the fan hard.
Like, seriously, Aleppo and Hama,
I know, right?
gone.
Oh.
Like, poof.
We're
Rebels
over
are running the show now.
Like, it's crazy, right? It's a whole new ball game over there.
Seriously, like, remember when we used to talk about, like, ISIS and shit?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Now it's like a whole different beast.
Yeah, we're talking about Abu Mohammed Al-Jalani, this dude.
Oh, God, don't even get me started on Jolani.
Okay, but we have to talk about him. He's like the frickin' poster boy for this whole mess.
Fine, but can we at least, like, refill our drinks first?
Oh, hell yeah.
Always a good idea.
This is going to be a long one.
You're telling me, okay, so Jolani, right?
Yeah, Jolani, Mr. Al-Qaeda himself. Well, not exactly anymore. See, that's the thing. He's like trying to rebrand himself.
Oh, yeah, his whole, like, I'm a changed man routine.
Dude, it's hilarious. Like, this guy was literally on the terrorist hit list a few years ago.
Right now, he's all over CNN talking about democracy and shit.
It's mind-boggling. And the thing is, people are actually buying it.
They are.
Yeah. He's somehow managed to unite all these rebel groups and, like, kick Assad's ass in a couple of major cities.
So he's gone from blowing shit up to wanting to run a country.
It's a pretty wild career change, right?
Okay, but seriously, can you really just erase your past like that?
I don't know, man. That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
It's like, imagine bin Laden suddenly deciding to run for office after 9/11.
Oh, my God. The world would implode.
People would lose their shit.
Seriously, so we got to figure this out.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, what the hell is going on? We've got these articles, from like super serious think tanks and shit.
Yeah, some are saying Jolani's the real deal, like he's actually going to bring peace and stability to Syria.
And others are like, nah, this dude's just a power-hungry maniac.
Exactly. It's a total mess.
So who do we believe?
I honestly have no freaking clue.
This is more confusing than trying to order a pizza after midnight.
You're telling me, and it's not just about Jolani either.
Oh, God, no.
We've got Russia, Iran, the U.S. all tangled up in this.
It's like a giant geopolitical poker game, and everyone's bluffing.
And in the middle of it all, you've got the Syrian people just trying to survive.
Yeah, they're the ones who always get screwed in these situations.
That's heartbreaking.
Okay, so bottom line. What the hell does this all mean?
Well, nobody knows for sure. But one thing's clear. Syria is at a crossroads.
Ooh, crossroads. I like that.
Whatever happens next is going to have huge consequences for the whole region.
And maybe even the world.
You got it?
Damn, this shit's about to get real interesting.
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Mm-hmm.
This deep dive is about to get way deeper. All right, so we've talked about Jolani's whole makeover thing.
Yeah, like he thinks he could just waltz in and be Mr. President.
Seriously. Like, hey, remember all those people we terrorized?
Good times. Good times.
Let's just forget about that and elect me.
Oh, and Hama did.
Oh, my God, huh?
Talk about a shit show.
Seriously, those rebels were not messing around.
It was like watching some Mad Max shit go down.
Tanks, explosions, dudes with RPGs just running wild.
Like straight out of a Call of Duty game.
Right, and you know they're sending a message.
Oh, hell yeah, they're sending a message loud and clear.
Oh, wait.
We're in charge now, bitches.
Seriously, though, poor Hama caught in the middle of all that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Like, I get they probably wanted Assad gone.
Yeah, nobody likes a dictator.
But trading him for a former Al-Qaeda leader.
That's like choosing between getting eaten by a lion or a tiger.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, what's the difference?
You're still screwed either way.
And that's what gets me about this whole thing,
Yeah.
We're sitting here drinking our whiskey.
Well, I'm drinking tequila.
Whatever. We're comfortable.
Safe and sound.
Yeah, and we're talking about this like it's some kind of game.
Like a geopolitical thriller or something.
But there are real people over there whose lives are being destroyed.
Like families being torn apart, homes being bombed.
It's fucking tragic.
It's heavy shit, man. And the thing is, it's not just staying in Syria.
Oh, hell no.
This is a global problem now.
We're talking refugees, terrorism, economic instability.
This is like some next level shit.
Okay, so break it down for me. What's the worst case scenario here?
Well, first you've got Russia.
Oh, yeah. Putin's not going to be happy about this.
He's got Assad's back, and he's not afraid to use force.
So we're talking like World War III?
Maybe not that extreme, but it could definitely escalate.
More troops, more weapons, more chaos.
Exactly. And then you've got Iran.
Oh, yeah, they're loving this whole mess.
They're backing Shia militias trying to spread their influence.
So basically, we've got a proxy war brewing between Russia and Iran.
With Syria as the battleground.
And guess who gets caught in the crossfire?
The Syrian people as usual.
It's a vicious cycle, man.
And then you've got the U.S. just stumbling around like a drunk toddler.
One minute they're all about regime change. The next, they're bombing ISIS.
It's like they have no idea what they're doing.
So we've got a power-hungry former terrorist, Russia and Iran, playing war games.
And the U.S. just making things worse.
What could possibly make this situation even more complicated?
Just a little thing called the refugee crisis.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Millions of Syrians have already fled their homes.
And if the fighting gets worse?
We could see another wave of mass displacement.
Europe's already struggling to handle the influx of migrants.
This could push them over the edge.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So we're talking about a humanitarian crisis on top of everything else.
This is like a dumpster fire fueled by gasoline and bad decisions.
This is getting dark, man. Okay, so we've got this whole geopolitical clusterfuck, right? A refugee crisis brewing, and like, who knows what else is going to happen?
Right, like how does this even affect like the average Joe Schmo?
Yeah, like why should I care about Syria?
You should care because it's going to affect you, whether you like it or not.
How so?
Well, for starters, the economy.
Oh, no, not the economy.
Syria's a big oil producer, right?
Yeah, true.
So any instability over there is going to screw with global energy prices.
Yeah, you mean like gas prices?
Exactly. Gas prices, food prices, pretty much everything is going to get more expensive.
Fantastic. So I'm going to be broke.
Well, maybe not broke, but you'll definitely feel the pinch.
Wonderful. What else?
Oh, and then there's the whole terrorism thing.
Don't even get me started on terrorism.
Syria's become like a breeding ground for extremist groups.
Yeah, we've all seen the news.
And if the fighting escalates, it's just going to get worse.
So more attacks, more bombings, more crazy shit.
Potentially, yeah.
This is so depressing.
I know it's heavy stuff, but we can't just ignore it.
So what do we do?
Well, for starters, we stay informed.
Okay, I could do that.
We talk to people, we share information, we make sure everyone understands what's at stake.
And then what?
And then we put pressure on our governments to find a solution.
Like write strongly worded letters to our congressmen?
Basically. Yeah. We need to make it clear that we want peace. We want stability.
And we want cheaper gas.
That too.
This whole thing is so complicated, though.
It is. But maybe that's where our listeners come in.
You mean like they can solve the Syrian crisis for us?
Well, not single-handedly, but maybe they have some ideas, some insights.
Like maybe they've got a secret plan.
Or maybe they just have a different perspective, a fresh take on the situation.
So what you're saying is we should crowdsource this shit.
Exactly. Let's brainstorm some solutions, even if it's just over a few beers.
I like the way you think.
Who knows? Maybe we'll stumble onto something brilliant.
And hey, if any of you listeners know any Syrian rebels with some wild drinking stories,
Hit us up.
we're always down for a good story.
All right, folks, I think that about wraps it up for tonight.
We've covered a lot of ground. From a former Al-Qaeda leader trying to rebrand himself.
To the potential for global chaos.
This deep dive has been a wild ride.
As always, though, the story's not over yet.
So stay tuned. Keep your drinks topped up.
And your eyes peeled for the next chapter in this crazy saga.
And remember, folks,
The world might be going to hell in a handbasket.
but at least we're going down swinging.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time.